Hey everyone, I wanted to share a dream oracle message that I received last night, and I realized it's been a while since I've shared one of my own. And yeah, this one I thought would be valuable. So hopefully you find it supportive. And this particular dream oracle message was focused around the topic of love and relationships. However, you can apply it to other challenges that you might be experiencing in your life. But I'm going to speak to it kind of from the relationship perspective because that's how it was shared with me in my dreams last night. And so it's really around attracting that love relationship into your life and desiring that relationship, that perfect relationship into your life, and being aware of the programmings that you have around it, particularly past relationships and how those experiences have flavored how you navigate current relationships, or whether maybe you don't, maybe you just completely block them off. So it's really identifying, the root cause of where these blocks and programs come from and how to navigate around them. And it was interesting because the dream started in a helicopter. And at first so the helicopter was very elevated and it felt kind of nerve-wracking and a little shaky. At one point I thought the engine of the helicopter was going to give out, but it didn't. And we landed perfectly fine, perfectly safe. And so I want to touch on just that higher frequency. And this is very much how our path in this waking world and in this spiritual journey that we're on goes. It goes up and down. It's not all perfect and high vibe, high frequency. And then there's times when we need to go, yes, that high frequency is great. And there's also times when we need to explore some of our shadow side and some of our depths below. And so I really felt that this dream was really showing that, because we did go down into an elevator and down into a lower level of this building. But before we got to the lower level, I do want to also point out how the environment was. The environment was wintry, yet it wasn't cold. And wintry is that time for going in, self-reflection, a time for maybe levels of hibernating within and taking that time to explore within. And I wanted to point out that it didn't feel cold because, I personally don't like being cold. And so cold is not it's the opposite of warm. And, it's that warm, soothing energy was still there, even though it was this wintry environment. So it was a reflection on how we might perceive exploring these aspects of ourselves as cold, as uninviting, as not appealing, and not ideal, when in fact it was actually warm and safe, and the helicopter engine didn't give out, and we landed safely and everything was fine. And then we went into this elevator and we went down. And in this elevator, after the elevator, once we were down, I ended up in this office supply store. And I knew that I needed to get a journal. And this is actually the action item that comes with this dream oracle message, is to journal and to free write. Because as I was free writing, it was really interesting. As I was free writing, Spirit was talking to me in the dream, and they were essentially saying a lot of these programmings that many people experience. And they were along the lines of, I desire love, but I know that I am blocked off from it because of my past experiences. And other things that they were saying were, I just don't explore because I'm scared, and I'm scared to admit this. And so I still go and I still show up, and I still kind of play the role of looking for love, but ultimately I'm shut off from it. And so this is what Spirit was saying to me. Well, I was actually journaling, and I was journaling with a purple pen, and I was just like writing, and it was like this free flow writing that I was doing in my dream while Spirit was saying these things in my mind. It was it's really interesting. And so again, there's like, okay, so I touched on, being elevated up in the sky in the helicopter, and then going down into the depths of this lower level in the building, which was an office supply store, but really it was representative of like going inward and journaling and exploring that space, that shadow space within ourselves, and what those programmings are and what we're truly saying to ourselves. It's really important to be honest with ourselves in this process. And sometimes it can be so deep and so subconscious that we're not aware of what these programs are and what our mind is telling us. And so this is why Spirit shared the whole journaling thing and the free flow writing, because I've done this exercise before personally in my life for many different areas. You can use this for any area of your life, and it is extremely helpful. You almost have to take like at least 3 pages. This is what I did in my personal life, is take at least 3 pages, sometimes as many as like 5. Literally, it's up to you. There's no limit. And at least like free flow, and pen and paper. Do not lift the pen off the paper. So don't even worry about like going from word to word to word, but just like free flow. And you might be like, I don't know what to write right now. I'm exploring my programmings around how I might be blocking love in my life. And I don't know, this seems like a silly exercise. And I'm thinking about my dog right now, and I think I'm a little hungry. Like literally just free flow, write everything that comes to mind. And it takes, for me at least, about 2 to 3 pages to like really start dropping into kind of these subconscious layers and what is under the surface. And so Spirit was really reminding me of this exercise to share with you, if that feels right for you, to explore this exercise and explore these programmings that you might have for yourself around love and relationships. And if there's another challenge that you're experiencing in your life that you want to overcome, you can do this with that as well. And it was really, there was another message in this dream too, which was, this is around love as well. And it was about how, we've heard it time and time again, about how we need to love ourselves and show up for ourselves the way we expect and desire a partner to. And that was really important. And so just a gentle reminder that love yourself, show up for yourself, explore what that looks like. And, you can even ask yourself, how can I love myself deeper? How can I show up for myself in a more empowered and loving way? How can I deepen my love for myself? Whatever that might be for you, it's worth exploring and finding what that is for you, because as you work on these things and uncover these layers, then you can bring them to the surface and heal them and transmute them into more love. So I hope you have found this little dream oracle message helpful. I wanted to put it on like just a little Instagram post, and I realized I had a whole bunch. This message had many more things to say that I couldn't fit on a post. So I wanted to do this video. And I think that is everything that I wanted to say. I think the other thing that I really want to highlight, actually, that really felt prominent is, like I said, there is this journey that we're on that goes up and down, that goes up into these high vibrational frequencies. And then sometimes we need to explore a shadow, and then we go back up and we go back down. And it is a journey. And that we can do this journey with as much love and as much ease, and being warm and being held by Spirit and your higher self in this process. I know personally there's been times when, I don't want to feel certain emotions or explore certain depths because I'd rather be joyful. And I've learned that you can actually work through these energies with joy and with ease. It does not have to always be, suffering or those lower energies. And sometimes those lower energies are really helpful. It all comes down to how we judge these energies, and know that, even if you are feeling lower energy, that's okay. Feel the energy, allow it to move through you, digest it, and move beyond it. And then when you do that, it automatically transmutes it into more love and light. And then you can, head back into that fun, loving, joyful energy that, I don't know, I personally really love. And I guess I'm assuming that you love it too. I hope you do too. So anyways, that is all I wanted to share in this video. Sending you lots of love and magic and ease and grace in your journey. I hope you found this helpful. And if you are curious in exploring your dreams and uncovering the messages that are happening in your dreams each night, then make sure you grab my free dream recall and interpretation guide. The link is in my bio. If you're watching this on YouTube, it will be below in the description here. So have a beautiful day. Bye.